Hello, everyone. My name is Angela Martin, Gold Consultant with Archer and Evolution Travel. And today's training is how to create a recommended special on your travel site. So I know that this is something you need for roadmap to success. So I want to make sure that you clearly understand how to do this so that you can successfully complete that step on your checklist. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to hop out of here really quickly, just so we can get out of here and get to where we need to go. So the first thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and do some research, okay? Before you create a recommended special, let me just tell you this, okay? You want to do a little preliminary research. Now, of course, you can use a pre-existing quote that you just did for a client, or you can use a mock booking that you plan on doing. For this example, I wanted to find something that would be enticing to my clients, and so I'm using VAX, specifically FunJet Vacations. Within VAX is one of my favorite suppliers, so I'm going to go there. Notice how I'm doing a package because I like to do all-inclusive vacation packages. That happens to be my niche. I'm going to look for great flights departing from Orlando because I know that they have great flights going from Orlando to Cancun. Notice that that's what I have there. This is for 2 adults departing on June 13th through June 19th, so a 6-night stay. I have a promo code that pre-entered itself. I didn't enter that, but I did pre-select the add travel protection, and I highly recommend you do the same thing as well, okay? Now, be mindful that for any quote that you do, whether it's a mock booking or a quote that you create for a client, it will always have an expiration date because all prices are subject to change until a client actually makes a deposit, okay? Now, there are a couple of things you can do to try to kind of check and see when it's likely to expire, but a good rule of thumb to do on any mock booking or whether you're doing a travel or recommended special is to include a little small clause about all prices are subject to change until a payment is received. So that is something that I highly recommend that you do. And while this is thinking, I'm going to show you how we're going to do that. So notice how when my list of options come up, I have 172 resorts, but I know I need to filter this a little bit. Some of these prices are not really enticing prices for clients who are looking for a deal, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and sort it by lowest to highest price. And then what I'm also going to do, because I noticed that a lot of these hotels don't have all-inclusive, I need to go add that as a feature that I'm looking for. So I'm going to select all-inclusive, and I'm going to select all-inclusives that happen to be on or near a beach. So notice Catalonia Riviera Maya, Yucatan Beach pulls up for me. It's 43 miles from the airport. It seems like a really great deal, so I'm going to go ahead and select that. Even though it's a comfort room, remember this is for a recommended special, and we want to make the price as enticing to our clients as possible. The first thing I'm noticing here is that I have some really great flights. Automatically, I see that I have a nonstop flight leaving Orlando at 10:16, arriving at 11:20 in Cancun. That is a perfect time flight because it's well before their check-in time, giving them plenty of time to get to the airport, get their baggage, and get transported from the airport to their hotel. Now, be mindful that once you see, you might see some options here where it's a non-refundable price and it's looking pretty good, but notice that anytime you have a non-refundable rate, that means that they will have to pay that full price of that airfare up front. So I don't like to use those because there are also some restrictions, like there are no changes that can be made, no upgrades, and the clients can't do a seat selection. So that's why I steer away from those. But I am going to select this next one, okay? And then I'm going to select the return flight. So the return flight is next. The immediate one that pops up right here is perfect. It's right after checkout, so they can take their time checking out. They don't have to get up super early, and it is a nonstop flight as well. Again, I'm not going to select the non-refundable option. I'm going to select the second one here. All right, so perfect. One of the things I really like about FunJet is that it incorporates your round-trip transportation to and from the resort. And notice how it's already pre-populated here underneath the features. Also, what's here is the travel protection that I pre-selected before I actually did my search. What I'll notice and what you'll notice is that this price is broken down by the total package price and then the price per person. Anytime you're doing a recommended special or any mock booking, it's highly recommended that you go with the price that looks the cheapest. So people are thinking about this in terms of how much this costs per person as opposed to seeing that larger amount of $2,200. So when I'm creating this recommended special on my travel site, I'm going to put the price as $1,100 per person as opposed to $2,200. All right. So now that we have what we're going to use, let's go over to our travel website. Okay. The way that you get there is by going first to myevolutiontravel.com. clicking login, and you may have your back office already bookmarked. And if you do, that's a great thing. Okay, so you'll go here, go ahead and input your agent ID and your password, and you will click login. Okay, when you log into the your back office, you'll notice my travel site is located right over here on the left. We're going to go ahead and click that. Now, when you get to your site, you'll notice that you may need to log in. Okay, if you do, that's completely fine. Go ahead and log in. You'll know that you're on your site page when you're able to see dashboard and log out. Okay, so I'm going to go to dashboard, and you will need to go to dashboard as well. So I'm going to click dashboard here. And after I click dashboard, I'm going to need to select profile, because this is where we're going to find the information to get to our recommended special. So under profile, you'll see edit profile, you'll see photo gallery, and then you'll see recommended specials. We're going to click on recommended specials because that's what we're doing. Notice how I already had one in here, so I'm going to go ahead and delete that so that we can create another one. Okay, when you get to your site and you haven't input already a recommended special, yours will look like this, kind of like a guideline, kind of showing you what all is included. You're going to go ahead and click here to create a new special. Notice how they have some little ideas here to help you out. So I'm going to go ahead and put mine in. I'm going to put 6 days in paradise. And then, of course, I'm going to put the location is in Cancun. They are departing on 6/13/2023, returning on 6/19/2023. It is for 2 people, so the vacancy is for 2 people. And I kind of like what they have here in this description, a beautiful luxury resort. So I'm going to kind of use a little bit of that. So I'm going to put a beautiful luxury all-inclusive resort in the heart of Cancun, Mexico. Take a plunge in this exquisite resort with non-stop or round trip, non-stop flights, round trip transportation to and from your resort. Cancel for any reason, travel protection, and incredible all-inclusive amenities. All you have to do is show up. Payment plan is available. All prices, here's that clause there, and I might put that underneath with a little asterisk. All prices are subject to change until a payment is received. Then I'm going to go ahead and put in the price per person. We already know that it's $1,100, okay? And then I'm going to choose a photo. Now, of course, you can get a photo very easily, so I'm going to show you how to do that by going back to our pulled up quote here in Batch. You can click on that hotel, and then it'll bring up some pictures. You can simply right-click the image you like, hit Save As. You want to save it to your downloads, okay? And hit Save. I've already saved it, so I'm not going to do it again. But then you'll come back here and you want to choose that file. Notice how I'm still in downloads so that I'll know that this is the last file that I uploaded. And I'm going to click OK. And then I'm going to create the special. Now notice how it populates to give you a preview of what it looks like. But if I want to get the real deal view, I'm going to go to my booking portal. And then I'm going to scroll down and notice, look, I see my travel special, $1,100 per person, 6 days in paradise. Someone might want to look at that, okay? And when they look at it, they get to see everything that I included there. And if they are interested in this special, they can simply click this box, enter their information, and send message. When I receive the email, it'll simply say 6 days in paradise, letting me know it is the recommended special that I created on my website. So that is how you create a recommended special. Happy travels, and I wish you all the best on your 30 days, your first 30 days to get your recommended special done, okay? So let me know if you have any other questions. I look forward to seeing you in the chats, and I will see you next time.